Ladies and gentlemen, you've been living in a version of yourself that is just existing, not thriving. You've been waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect conditions, the perfect circumstances to finally step into your greatness. But I need you to hear me right now. The time is now. It's time to shed that weak version of yourself. The one who settles for less than what you know you deserve. The one who doubts your potential and silences your voice. The version of you that's been holding back, it's time to let go. You've been holding on to something for far too long. Fear, doubt, insecurities, those negative voices in your head that tell you that you're not enough, that you can't do it, that you're not capable. Those voices are lies. They've been keeping you trapped, keeping you small, keeping you from stepping into your power. The truth is, you are not the limitations that you've been told. You are not the fear that you feel. You are not the failures that have tried to define you. You are far more than that. It's time to stand up and say no more. No more living in the shadows of what you think you can do. No more apologizing for taking up space, for being ambitious, for going after what you deserve. You were made for more, and it's time for you to stop pretending that you were made to settle. I need you to understand this. The only thing that stands between you and the life you're meant to live is the version of yourself that's been afraid to go all in. The version of yourself that's been comfortable in the comfort zone. The version of you who stays stuck because change feels hard. You've been holding on to those fears like they're part of who you are, but that's not who you were made to be. You've been given a gift, a unique purpose, a calling, but the truth is it's not going to just fall into your lap. You have to be ready for it. You have to show up and put in the work even when you're tired, even when you doubt yourself, even when it feels like the odds are stacked against you. It's time for you to rise up. It's time for you to get up every single day and fight. Fight for your dreams, fight for your peace, fight for your happiness. But here's the hard truth. You can't fight for your future while holding on to the weak version of yourself. You can't keep living in fear and expect to step into your destiny. You have to make a choice. You have to decide to kill that weak version of yourself. You have to make the decision to step into your power no matter how scary it is. That weak version of you has been hiding behind excuses, behind I'm not ready yet, or I'm too old, or it's too late for me. You've convinced yourself that you're not worthy of the life you desire, that you can't achieve your goals because of your past mistakes, your failures, or your current situation. But hear me when I say your past doesn't define you. Your mistakes don't have the power to determine your future unless you let them. It's time for you to stop being comfortable with mediocrity. It's time for you to stop accepting anything less than what you deserve. The weak version of yourself has been telling you that you're not good enough, but the truth is you are more than enough. You have everything inside of you to make your dreams come true, to live a life of fulfillment, joy, and success. It's time to silence that voice of doubt and step boldly into the woman you were created to be. You don't have time to waste. Every moment that you spend allowing fear to hold you back is a moment that you'll never get back. And if you want to make a real change in your life, you have to do the hard work. You have to make the decision every single day to be better than you were yesterday. You have to break the patterns of self-sabotage, of procrastination, of perfectionism. You have to push through the resistance and keep going, even when it feels impossible. The truth is that weak version of yourself is afraid of failure, afraid of rejection, afraid of what people will say, afraid of being judged. But do you know what the most successful people do? They embrace failure. They embrace rejection. They understand that the road to greatness is paved with hard work, setbacks, and resilience. They keep moving forward. They don't allow setbacks to define them. They use them as stepping stones to get closer to their goals. You were not created to shrink back. You were not created to stay in the same place, stuck in a cycle of fear and indecision. You were created to rise. You were created to show up. You were created to step out of your comfort zone and do the hard things that will push you to your next level. You've been playing it safe for far too long. You've been waiting for things to fall into place, for the perfect moment to act. But let me tell you something, the perfect moment will never come. If you're waiting for the stars to align, for everything to be just right, you'll be waiting forever. The truth is, the perfect moment is right now. This moment is the moment you've been waiting for. This is your time, but you can't get there if you keep holding on to that weak version of yourself. You have to step up. You have to stop letting fear rule your life. You have to stop letting your insecurities hold you hostage. You have to make a decision to kill that weak version of yourself and step into your full potential. So I'm telling you right now, no more excuses, no more waiting, no more pretending that you're not capable. No more letting the weak version of yourself dictate your future. The time is now. Step into your greatness, embrace the power inside of you, and remember the only person standing in the way of your success is the version of yourself that you refuse to let go of. Kill that version, let it die, and step into the woman you were always meant to be. Now is your time. The weak version of yourself has been living in the shadows of fear and doubt, and it's time for you to step out into the light of your true potential. Fear and self-doubt have been holding you back from becoming the person you are meant to be. They've been telling you that you're not good enough, that you don't have what it takes, and that your dreams are too big to ever come true. But I'm here to tell you that all of that is a lie. The truth is, fear and doubt are not your identity. They are not your destiny. They are simply the stories you've been telling yourself for far too long. For far too many years, fear has been ruling your life. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of judgment, fear of what others will think, fear of stepping outside of your comfort zone has paralyzed you and kept you from moving forward. It's kept you stuck in a place of complacency where you tell yourself that you're not ready, that you're not enough, that you're not capable of achieving your goals. But all of that is rooted in fear. And the longer you let fear dictate your choices, the longer you keep yourself from the greatness that is waiting for you. We've all heard the phrase fear is the enemy of progress, but have you ever really thought about what that means? Fear doesn't just hold us back from achieving our goals. It keeps us stuck in a cycle of self-sabotage. It convinces us that we can't take risks, that we need to stay comfortable, that we need to stay in our current circumstances because change feels too uncertain. And this belief keeps us from stepping into the person we were always meant to be. It makes us second guess ourselves and shy away from the opportunities that would help us grow. But when you step back and really examine your life, you start to realize something. What you're really afraid of is not failure itself, but what it represents. You're afraid of the uncertainty. You're afraid of what it means to fail. And deep down, you're afraid that failure will define you, that if you don't succeed, you'll be seen as a failure, and that will make you feel unworthy. But you have to understand that failure is not something to fear. It is simply a stepping stone toward success. Failure does not define you unless you let it. In fact, failure is a teacher. It's not the end of the road, but a part of the process. Imagine a life where you no longer allowed fear to control you. Imagine a life where instead of shrinking back, you took risks and stepped boldly into the unknown. Picture yourself embracing challenges instead of avoiding them, standing tall in the face of uncertainty and saying, I can do this no matter what the outcome. That's the version of yourself you need to step into. That's the version of yourself you're capable of becoming when you let go of fear and step into your power. The truth is, fear isn't something you can simply wish away. It's something you have to confront. It's something you have to challenge head on. Every time fear rears its ugly head, you have to make the conscious decision to act in spite of it. It's about choosing to show up. Even when you're afraid, it's about moving forward, even when you don't have all the answers. It's about trusting yourself enough to take the next step, even when the path ahead seems unclear. When you stop letting fear control you, open up a world of possibilities. You give yourself the freedom to pursue what truly matters to you without being bound by the limitations that fear has imposed. You stop being afraid of the unknown and start seeing it as an opportunity for growth. You stop worrying about what could go wrong and start focusing on what could go right. And in doing so, you begin to create the life you've always dreamed of. Another critical part of breaking free from the weak version of yourself is addressing self-doubt. Doubt is a dangerous thing. It can creep into your thoughts and make you question your worth, your abilities, and your potential. Self-doubt convinces you that you're not capable of achieving your dreams, that you're good enough, and that you're not cut out for success. And when you buy into that narrative, you sabotage yourself before you even try. But here's the truth. Self-doubt is not your reality. It's just a story that your mind tells you when you don't have the courage to trust yourself. And the more you listen to that voice of doubt, the more power you give it over your life. The more you allow self-doubt to control your decisions, the more it reinforces your belief that you're not capable of reaching your full potential. Self-doubt is like a cloud that hangs over you, blocking out the light of your true capabilities. But once you recognize it for what it is, you can start to break through that cloud and see the truth. You are more than capable of achieving your dreams. You are more than worthy of success. You are enough just as you are, and your potential is limitless. It's time to stop listening to the voice of self-doubt and start trusting in your own strength. You have everything inside of you that you need to succeed. You have the skills, the passion, and the drive to make your dreams a reality. And when you stop doubting yourself and start believing in yourself, you will be amazed at what you can achieve. Now, think about what happens when you allow fear and self-doubt to control your life. You hold yourself back from pursuing your dreams. You settle for less than what you deserve. You stop trying because you believe it's easier to play it safe than to risk failure. But in doing so, you deny yourself the opportunity to grow, to learn, and to become the person you are destined to be. When you let go of fear and doubt, you break free from the chains that have been holding you back. You give yourself permission to dream big, to take risks, and to live the life you were always meant to live. You step into your full potential, knowing that you have the power to overcome any obstacle and achieve anything you set your mind to. And that is the key to becoming the best version of yourself, the version that doesn't just exist but thrives. So it's time to kill that weak version of yourself, the one that is ruled by fear and doubt. It's time to step into the woman you were always meant to be, the woman who is strong, capable, and unapologetic in her pursuit of greatness. Don't let fear hold you back any longer. Don't let self-doubt control your future. You are worthy of every dream you have, and it's time to start believing that. Let go of fear, trust yourself, and step into your power. The life you've always wanted is waiting for you. Success is not a passive experience. It requires work, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to continue even when the road gets tough. The weak version of yourself is the one that shies away from hard work, the one that avoids challenges, and the one that looks for the easiest way out. This version of yourself tells you to take shortcuts, to give up when things get difficult, and to stop when the going gets tough. But if you want to achieve your dreams, if you want to step into your full potential, you have to embrace the hard work, push through the setbacks, and keep going even when everything within you wants to quit. The road to greatness is not lined with straight paths and smooth sailing. The journey to success is filled with obstacles, challenges, and moments of doubt. There will be times when you feel exhausted, when the weight of your responsibility seems overwhelming, and when you wonder if it's all worth it. But it is precisely in these moments of hardship that your strength is forged. It is during the moments when you feel like giving up that your character is built, your resolve is tested, and your resilience is strengthened. When you encounter setbacks, how you respond defines who you become. It's easy to stay motivated when everything is going well, when progress is visible, and when success feels like it's just around the corner. But real growth happens in the moments of difficulty, in the moments when it seems like nothing is going right, when failure feels imminent, and when every part of you wants to quit. This is when you have to dig deep, find your strength, and keep pushing forward. You've probably heard it said that success isn't about how many times you fall, but how many times you get back up. This is where resilience comes into play. Resilience isn't just about enduring hardship. It's about bouncing back from it with even greater strength and determination. When things don't go according to plan, the weak version of yourself will want to retreat, to stay comfortable, to avoid facing the discomfort of failure. But the strong version of you, the version that will reach your goals, understands that every failure is a lesson. Every setback is an opportunity to learn and grow. You may stumble, but you get up, dust yourself off, and keep moving forward. Hard work isn't just about putting in the hours. It's about showing up even when you don't feel like it. It's about staying disciplined and consistent even when the results aren't immediate. The weak version of you wants instant gratification and wants to see success now. But the truth is, true success takes time. It takes consistent effort day after day, even when you're not seeing immediate results. The big wins come from the small, consistent actions you take every single day. It's about staying committed to your vision, even when the results aren't obvious. This is how you build momentum, and eventually it will lead to the breakthrough you've been working toward. When you embrace hard work, you start to understand that success isn't just about the destination, it's about the journey. It's about becoming the person you need to be in order to achieve your goals. It's about developing the skills, the mindset, and the resilience necessary to handle the challenges that come with success. Hard work is what shapes you into the person you need to become to handle the life you want to live. The weak version of yourself will resist hard work because it feels uncomfortable. It will tell you to avoid discomfort, to take the easy path, and to choose convenience over effort. But let me tell you something, the easy path never leads to true success. If you want to achieve something truly meaningful, something that will change your life, you have to put in the work, even when it's hard. You have to be willing to sacrifice comfort for growth. You have to be willing to work harder than you've ever worked before, even when you feel like you've hit a wall. Success is earned through persistence, through showing up every day, through doing the things that others won't do in order to create the life that others can't. It's the late nights, the early mornings, the extra hours spent practicing, studying, and improving. It's the willingness to do the things that others are too afraid to do, to put in the work that others are too lazy to commit to. And while it may feel exhausting at times, it is in these moments that you'll look back and realize that the hard work was worth every ounce of effort. Resilience and hard work go hand in hand. When you embrace resilience, you learn to overcome challenges. And when you embrace hard work, you build the strength to keep going. It's a cycle. Hard work builds resilience, and resilience builds the character that enables you to keep going in the face of adversity. Each setback you encounter, each failure you experience is an opportunity to strengthen your resolve and grow as a person. It's important to remember that no one becomes successful by avoiding failure. The most successful people in the world have failed countless times, but they didn't let failure define them. They didn't let failure stop them from trying again. Instead, they learned from their mistakes, adjusted their approach, and kept moving forward. They understood that failure is simply feedback. It's a chance to learn what doesn't work so you can try a different approach the next time. This is what resilience teaches you, that failure is not something to fear, but something to embrace. It's a part of the process, a necessary component of growth. You can't grow without experiencing some form of failure, because it's through failure that you learn the most important lessons. If you've never failed, you've never truly pushed yourself to your limits. It's also important to understand that hard work is not about being busy. It's about being intentional with your time and energy. The weak version of yourself can easily become distracted by the hustle and bustle of life, but the strong version of yourself understands that not all work is productive. You must be strategic and intentional about how you spend your time. The most successful people are the ones who are focused, who know exactly what they need to do to get closer to their goals. A hard work isn't just about putting in the hours, it's about working smarter, not just harder. It's about finding ways to be efficient, to prioritize the tasks that matter most, and to eliminate distractions that hold you back from your goals. When you embrace both hard work and strategic thinking, you begin to see the bigger picture. You understand that success is not a sprint, but a marathon. You start to pace yourself, knowing that every step forward is one step closer to the finish line. Hard work, resilience, and strategy are the key components that will lead you to success. The weak version of yourself will want to take shortcuts to avoid the challenges and to seek comfort. But the strong version of you understands that true success is earned, not given. It is the product of hard work, resilience, and the refusal to give up in the face of adversity. So step into that stronger version of yourself. Commit to the hard work, embrace the challenges, and trust that every effort you put in will bring you one step closer to the life you deserve. The time is now, and it's essential that you understand one fundamental truth. If you keep waiting for the perfect moment, continue to miss out on the opportunities that are available to you today. The idea of waiting for the right time is one of the most insidious forms of procrastination, and it's one that keeps many people stuck in a cycle of inaction. The truth is, there is no perfect moment. There is no ideal set of circumstances where everything will align perfectly and the path to success will be smooth. Life does not work that way, and waiting for that elusive moment is a sure way to delay your progress. The weak version of yourself will always try to convince you that you need to wait. It will tell you that you need to gather more information, gain more experience, or get more prepared before you take action. But let me be clear, waiting for perfection is a trap. It's an excuse for not moving forward. If you keep waiting for the perfect conditions, you will be waiting forever, and the opportunity to make your dreams a reality will slip away. The perfect moment will never come, and the longer you wait, the more you'll miss out on the opportunities that could change your life. Time waits for no one. Every moment that passes is one that you'll never get back. And while you're waiting, someone else is taking action, making progress, and moving closer to their goals. Time is your most valuable resource, and how you use it determines the direction of your life. Taking immediate action is one of the most powerful decisions you can make. When you decide to act, even when you don't have all the answers or when the timing doesn't feel perfect, you create momentum. Action breeds momentum. The moment you begin to move, you start to build energy and focus. Even if your first steps are small or imperfect, they are better than waiting for a perfect plan that will never come. The act of starting propels you forward, and momentum builds on itself. You don't need to have all the answers. You don't need to know every single step of the process before you begin. You just need to take the first step. That first step, no matter how small, sets things in motion. It's the decision to start that transforms your life. And once you begin, you will learn along the way. You will adjust, refine, and improve as you go. Progress comes from action, not from waiting. Think about the times in your life when you've taken action, even when you weren't sure of the outcome. Maybe it was applying for a job, starting a new project, or making a decision that required courage. In each of those moments, you didn't have all the information you wanted, but you took the leap anyway. And in doing so, you move closer to your goals, even if it didn't happen overnight. When you take immediate action, you give yourself the chance to learn, grow, and improve. You create opportunities to gain experience and build the confidence that you need to keep moving forward. The weak version of yourself will make you believe that the right moment will eventually arrive, but the reality is that the more you wait, the more fear and doubt will creep in. The more time you spend waiting for things to be perfect, the more likely you are to talk yourself out of taking action at all. The longer you wait, the more you'll be filled with anxiety about whether you're ready, whether you're good enough, or whether you're making the right choice. But that's the trap. These feelings of doubt will never completely disappear, and waiting for them to go away will only keep you stuck. It's easy to let fear and doubt control your decisions, especially when you feel like you don't have all the answers. The weak version of yourself will tell you that you're not ready yet, that you need to wait until you're fully prepared, until everything is perfect. But the truth is, you will never feel 100% ready, and that's okay. The most successful people are the ones who act despite their doubts. They don't wait for the perfect moment. They create it by choosing to take action, even when they feel uncertain. When you take immediate action, you break the cycle of overthinking and procrastination. You stop letting fear paralyze you and allow yourself to move forward, even when it feels uncomfortable. And while you may not have all the answers right away, you will find that the more you act, the more clarity you gain. The clarity comes through action, not from waiting. Every time you take a step, you get a little closer to your goal, and you learn a little more about yourself, about the process, and about what works and what doesn't. There is no such thing as a perfect time to start. Life is unpredictable, and circumstances will never be perfectly aligned. If you keep waiting for everything to fall into place, you'll miss your chance. The time to act is now. The decision to start today is what will shape your tomorrow. Think about the goals you've put on hold. Maybe it's a business idea, a career change, a personal project, or a dream you've always wanted to pursue. If you're waiting for the right moment to start, ask yourself, what are you really waiting for? Is there any guarantee that things will ever be easier or that conditions will improve? The truth is, life will always present challenges, and there will always be uncertainties. So why not face them now? Why not start today, knowing that every step you take brings you closer to your dreams, even if the road is unclear? The moment you start taking action, you start changing your mindset. You shift from a place of waiting to a place of doing. Instead of focusing on what you don't have, you start focusing on what you can do with what you've got. You begin to see obstacles as opportunities and setbacks as chances to learn. You stop waiting for permission, and you start taking responsibility for your own success. When you act, you create the life you want instead of waiting for someone else to give it to you. You stop letting the fear of failure hold you back, and you take control of your own destiny. The more you act, the more empowered you become. You prove to yourself that you are capable, that you can handle uncertainty and have the strength to move forward regardless of the challenges you face. Waiting for the perfect moment is an illusion. Perfection doesn't exist, and the longer you wait, the more you delay your own success. It's time to stop waiting and start doing. The world is waiting for you to step up, to show up, and to make your dreams a reality. The time is now, and the only thing standing between you and your goals is the decision to take that first step. So don't wait any longer. Act now and watch how your life begins to change. You've been playing small for far too long. The weak version of yourself is comfortable with mediocrity, with settling for what's easy and safe, with staying within the boundaries of what's familiar. But that's not who you are at your core. You weren't born to play it safe. You weren't born to hide your light or to downplay your greatness. You were born to step into your full potential, to own your uniqueness, and to make an impact. It's time to stop holding back. It's time to stop hiding. It's time to step into the full force of who you really are. Stepping into your full potential is not about waiting for the right opportunity, the perfect time, or the ideal circumstances. It's about making the decision to rise, to believe in yourself, and to go after what you want with everything you've got. The moment you choose to step into your full potential is the moment you stop letting fear and doubt dictate your life. It's the moment you stop settling for less than you deserve and start going after what you know you're capable of achieving. The weak version of yourself will try to convince you that you're not good enough, that you don't have what it takes, that you just stick to what's comfortable. But the truth is, you have everything inside of you to become the person you were meant to be. You have the gifts, the skills, the passion, and the drive to create the life you've always dreamed of. But the only way to unlock that potential is to stop playing small and step into the greatness that's already within you. One of the biggest barriers to stepping into your full potential is self-limiting beliefs. These are the thoughts and beliefs you've carried with you that tell you that you're not worthy of success, that you don't deserve happiness, or that you're not capable of achieving your goals. These beliefs are often rooted in past experiences and the things people have said to you or in the stories you've told yourself over time. But the truth is, these beliefs are lies. They are not your truth. They do not define who you are or what you are capable of achieving. You are capable of far more than you give yourself credit for, and it's time to start embracing that truth. The weak version of yourself is the one who listens to those limiting beliefs and accepts them as truth. But the strong version of you, the version that steps into your full potential, knows that those beliefs are just obstacles to overcome. They are not permanent. They do not have the power to hold you back unless you let them. It's time to challenge those beliefs. It's time to question them. Are they based on truth, or are they based on fear and insecurity? Are they helping you grow, or are they keeping you stuck in the same place? The process of stepping into your full potential requires you to confront those beliefs and push past them. It requires you to do things that feel uncomfortable, to take risks, and to push yourself beyond what you think you're capable of. It means doing the things that scare you, even when you don't feel ready, and trusting that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way. It's about taking the leap, even when you can't see the whole staircase. When you step into your full potential, you stop playing by the rules of other people's expectations. You stop conforming to what society or the people around you think you should be. Instead, you start defining your own path. You set your own standards. You stop looking for approval from others and start giving yourself the approval you need. You stop waiting for someone else to tell you that you're ready. You make the decision to go after your dreams, regardless of what anyone else thinks or says. Stepping into your full potential means making the choice to show up for yourself day in and day out. It means committing to your growth, even when it's hard, even when you don't see immediate results. It means deciding that you're going to keep going even when it feels like progress is slow or when things don't go as planned. It means trusting that every step you take, no matter how small, is a step in the right direction. This commitment to your potential also means taking responsibility for your life. The weak version of yourself wants to blame circumstances, other people, or external factors for the reasons you're not where you want to be. But the strong version of you understands that you are the creator of your own reality. You have the power to choose your thoughts, your actions, and your responses. You are in control of your life, and you are the one who gets to decide how far you go. Stepping into your full potential also means being willing to fail. Failure is not something to be feared. It's a part of the process. It's a sign that you're pushing yourself, that you're trying new things, and that you're growing. The weak version of you avoids failure at all costs because it's afraid of looking bad or being judged. But the strong version of you embraces failure as a necessary part of success. You understand that failure is not a reflection of your worth. It's simply feedback that helps you learn and grow. The more you fail, the closer you get to success, because failure teaches you what doesn't work, and it gives you the opportunity to try again, smarter and stronger. When you step into your full potential, you also make the decision to let go of the past. The weak version of you holds on to past mistakes, regrets, and disappointments. It lets the past dictate your future and keeps you stuck in a cycle of guilt and shame. But the strong version of you understands that the past does not define who you are today. You can't change what's already happened, but you have the power to change how you show up in the present moment. Every day is a new opportunity to create the life you want, and you get to decide how you want to show up. Stepping into your full potential is not a one-time decision. It's a daily commitment. It's about waking up every day and choosing to be the best version of yourself. It's about deciding to take action, to keep going, and to never give up on yourself no matter what. It's about understanding that you have the power to create the life you want and that you are worthy of all the success, happiness, and fulfillment that comes with stepping into your greatness. You are capable of far more than you realize. And when you step into your full potential, you unlock a power within you that is unstoppable. The world needs you to show up as your true, authentic self. The world needs your gifts, your talents, and your unique perspective. It's time to stop hiding. It's time to stop playing small. The only thing standing between you and the life you want is the decision to step into your full potential. As you stand on the edge of who you are and who you are meant to become, remember this: the only thing that separates the person you are today from the person you dream of becoming is the willingness to take action. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop listening to the weak version of yourself that tells you to stay small, and stop holding yourself back. The power to change your life is within you, but it requires you to step up and claim it. It requires you to embrace the challenges, to put in the hard work, and to believe in your ability to overcome anything that stands in your way. The person you are meant to be is waiting for you to make the choice to rise to the occasion, to face your fears, and to take that first step. It's time to kill that weak version of yourself and break free from the chains of doubt and fear. It's time to show the world, and more importantly yourself, what you're truly capable of. You are stronger than you think, and your potential is limitless. Your dreams are within reach, and the only thing standing in your way is your own decision to take action. Don't let another moment slip by. Step into the greatness that's been waiting inside of you all along. You have the power, you have the strength, you have the courage. Now it's time to rise and own your future. The world is ready for you. Are you ready to step into your full potential? The time is now. Let's go.